Assalamualaikum, my name is Intan Kudana. My metric number is A20B1301. I would like to present introduction. The financial engineering entails the creation and assessment of financial products that provide a better risk-return ratio while extract the issue institution profitably. The process of financial engineering can be considered as either creation complicated instrument from simple building blocks or disassembling and reassembling various parts of already exist financial instrument. Within the framework of Islamic financial, product development refers to the process of developing assets through innovation and research in the form of product and service to satisfy consumer demand while adhering to the principle of Sharia or re-engineering already exists conventional product to make them Sharia compliant. This shouldn't come as a surprise because the demand of financial engineering is primarily due to the increased risk in financial industry. The final section will explore how IED adhere to IFA guideline principles and goals. Next, I would like to present the discuss for issue of the article. First issue is fragmented Sharia approach, which is Sharia governments play a vital role. In fact, launching a new product takes a lot of work since it needs to be approved by Sharia scholars, not all of whom expert in economic and quantitative finance. The lack of systematically defined DPT inside FII. This is for the second issue. That one of the larger obstacles to create new product, which bring us to the second issue of the product development process (DP) in Islamic banking. The introduction of new Islamic goods often involve copying another banks or worse the mainstream ones. This item no longer function as original value-added product since the setting in this institution is not Islamic. The third issue or problem is develop a market and specialized institution, make it so that developed product cannot be used in vacuum. Instead, they must be implemented by institution whose structure define the right product. For instance, equity investment is better suitable to venture capital fund and investment bank than commercial bank. Next issue is the theoretical framework contain gaps even through practitioner, general capital theory and portfolio theory all consider interest rate to be core variable. The idea of the preset interest rate, which is involved into the core component of all major asset pricing model, is in fact foundation of contemporary finance theory and subsequent financial advance. The final issue is the lack of expert in Islamic financial engineering, which is IFE. Every MT by financial engineering, which is FE, to develop a new instrument that doesn't include any mention of interest seem to be difficult.
This is identified with the article contains new findings or significant information to the field of Islamic finance and banking system. First is the financial itself can create new opportunities to expand existing markets and create markets niches of IFIs, which discussion the topic of a global financial institution and present fresh result in the field of finance and Islamic banking (IFI). This is IFI makes a reference to various financial methods that show that it works with risk allocation and financial credit. This highlights the need to balance one's own interests with those of others. Second is financial asset, which entail the design and assessment of financial products that provide a better mix of radical returns. May also boost the profitability of issue banks. This involves the development of new financial instruments, new security measure, or new business products that benefit user and lead to lower funding costs, higher investment return, or more risk sharing options. The lastly is the Islamic financial champion championship seek to profit from investment risk, which is permit to be passed to a third party via an agreed open contract. The legal maxim a la carriage per diem, which states that the right to profit is subject to responsibility for associated costs and loss, may appear to be in conflict with this. This has a contract that substantially ensures user safety and provide for technology security. Thank you, that's all.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Siti Nurhidayah binti Shukri, metric number 8208196, and today I will try to relate the implication of the article to society, policy and practical. For society, Sharia governance is a significant factor in determining whether or not an IFI may create and commercialize a financial innovation or product. In fact, it takes a lot of work to launch a new product because Sharia scholar must approve it, and not all of them are expert in economics and quantitative finance. Through comparable deduction, which is qisas, independent analytical reasoning, which is ijtihad, and academic agreement, which is ijma', this heterogeneity illustrates the challenges of balancing financial innovation with a principled interpretation of many religious doctrines. Policy. The word Islamic implies certain key distinction between IF and its conventional counterpart. However, as it's true for any discipline within IF, corporate ethics and the Sharia objective cannot be disregarded or separated in FE and product development. The IFE is therefore regulated by a set of values that set it apart from its traditional equivalents. For instance, balancing act principle at Al-Suwailam claims that this principle emphasizes striking a balance between one's own interests and those of others, for profit and non-profit endeavor, and competitive and cooperative relationship. Practical. Hedging if IF may appear to go against the legal principle of Al-Kharaj bi Aman, which state that the receiving profit is contingent upon bearing the cost of related expenses and potential losses. However, Aman should be interpreted as ensuring the damage that is the subject of the contract, not the market circumstance that surround it, which is price variation. Strong recommendation from Sharia on risk management has led many scholars in the past and present to promote hedging as a means of asset protection and preservation from loss or harm, which is in the line with Sharia objectives.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Nur Hazal Madani binti Nudin and my meeting number is A20A1736. Today I would like to talk about what is the current issue related to the article. Discuss the issue. The issues that relate with our article is financial engineering and its important for Islamic bank. Financial engineering to help create new financial products, advance the operation of Islamic bank, and provide them the ability to compete with traditional bank. The process of creating new financial instrument or funding mechanism for the management of financial and liquidity while taking into consideration the restriction of Islamic law in order to attain legitimacy and economic efficiency is known as financial engineering Islamics. The creation of finance instrument and process is also being worked on by conventional financial engineering, but it does not consider Islamic law and just seek to maximize economic efficiency. In order to gain a competitive edge and offer a fresh approach to the issue brought on the financial crisis, financial engineering is seen as a financial mechanism for the provision of investment products that cater to various demand of clients.
Conclusion and recommendation. Financial engineering is seen as an efficient method to expand the activities of Islamic bank by developing financial products that adhere to Islamic Sharia. In addition, Islamic academics and economic important because many classic financial engineering products such as conventional option may be provided. In our opinion, this article actually helps us understand deeply about this financial system and Islamic banking. And indirectly, we know that the most and understand the problem that faced by Islamic financial engineering in accomplishing its aims. The researcher by Aswell in 2014, financial innovation and engineering can be seen as a response to various constraints on economic goals as profit, liquidity, and risk reduction. Thank you.